Hi, it's Polly.
Hi, it's Allie.
That was scary. So, Allie's having a very interesting experience today. You may see it.
My hair keeps disappearing, and I don't know why.
Yes.
So,
So I go for the au naturel, so you can see us at Blueberry Lane Shop where we pack up your goodies. And Allie is not here physically where the warehouse and the offices are. So she's in South Carolina. We're in New Jersey. So she gets these fun, fancy backgrounds, but today it's gobbling her up.
yeah, it is just not. Okay, let me see if I can just do this, and then did that do anything? It's just, I have a horrible background. Nope, it's a mess. This is
Just
my mess.
come back. You can come back. Well, I like your hair missing. I'm just kidding.
Oh, you like my hair missing? Well, it's kind of missing now.
You can do whatever you want. You're fine. So, yes, welcome. We're Blueberry Lane Shop. If this is your first time here with us, on Fridays, we do FriYAY 5 Live. We come to you and let you know 5 things that we're loving this week. And we just kind of chitter chatter, as you can tell. So you get to kind of know who we are. So,
yes, we have some comments. All right, so we have Nancy. Hi, pretty ladies, and hi to you back, pretty lady. We're so glad you're here with us today. Oh, we got one of those things. I'm not sure who is commenting. Let's see. I'm gonna guess Lee. I could be totally wrong, but
so so that just means she's in our Facebook group watching, which is great. And then we'll just check real quick and see who that is. So. All right, so we're going to hop in while Allie's checking that, and we're going to start with our first thing that we're loving. And I'm glad you're here with us today, Nancy, because this was your idea, and Allie's going to – I know you're doing 2 things at once now. I can look if you want.
Okay, go ahead. You can look, and I will chitter-chatter about this. All right, so we are in the middle of celebrating 14 days of bird feeding?
Feathered
friends.
It's 14 days of feathered friends, and it's in honor of Bird Feeding Month.
Yes, so February is National Bird Feeding Month. Mm-hmm. And I do actually have a little bit of fun info for this today. If you're just going out of your mind right now, like, how can I celebrate this? Well, there are 5 ways to celebrate this. First one is over the next 14 days, you can shop with us because we're going to be featuring a new item every day that is bird-centered. And I have to say, I saw some of the upcoming items this morning. Probably doesn't know that. But oh my gosh, they're so cute. So be prepared for a bunch of feather friend cuteness coming your way over the next. So we're on day 2. So the next, 12 more days plus today, so 13 days. So this is very exciting. But if you're wanting some other ways to celebrate and focus some attention on our feathered friends, here's 4 other ways that you can do that. Number 1, you could just add another bird feeder to your yard. I think Polly had looked this up last week and talked about the reason for this is because somebody in the government decided that birds need a little extra help during the month of February. So that's why it's February. So adding another feeder to your yard would be a good way to help out your feathered friends. Another way is if you have, and I have one, but if you have a bird bath or a way for birds to drink, maybe add a heater to it so it doesn't freeze and the birds can actually drink it. So that's another good way. You could, in your area, look for, there are groups that are going around and doing annual bird counts. You could join in one of those. Or you could just do some learning and find out about new species, maybe that live in your area or in our country. So those are just some fun ways to do that. And we want to say a big thank you to Nancy for coming up with this great idea for a theme for this month. And she says, do you sell any bird houses or feeders? We do.
We have some. Most of them are more decorative, I would say. There's some feeders that you can do, not the traditional feeder. They're more ones that you can put in the garden that are more open. Our jam is really definitely like the decor that has birds on it, or the decorative kind of things like our nest or our tea towels, like you see here. That's today's special. We do have cute little bird houses, but I probably wouldn't put them out for the birds, or they won't last for. I don't think they'll really help them very much. So
we do have a couple of metal ones. I don't know if metal is a good idea for a birdhouse.
Yeah, it depends. I would use those in a place that doesn't get a lot of direct sunlight. If you have one that's really, really protected. We used to actually sell a lot of garden decor like that were very functional for the birds. But we actually in the last 2 or 3 years, we've kind of shifted away from that. The one vendor that we used to get things from, we don't get from them anymore. They used to have the cutest little things, so not as much. So,
hello, Rini, welcome. And she says, "Yay, Nancy!"
Yay! All right, so that's our number one, and going on to our number two. So make sure you watch, like Allie said, for those next 12 days, so you can see all of the next items. And yes, I did get a bunch of them set up to go out. So one way you can follow it, that's the easiest way for you to follow what's going on each day. Well, there's 2 ways you can follow. You can go to each day we put up the post about what it is. And then if you go to our website, and you can go under sale and events, and we have them all clustered right there, right at the top. It's the first link. So really easy to find. All right, so number 2 thing that we're loving this week. So it's Friday, so that means it's $5 Friday, and we always have a new product that we are featuring. So the old one goes off of sale. It's no longer $5. So you have to get it during the week as long as it's still available. And this week is a really cute farmhouse themed garland, and it says "Hello Spring" in the little egg. And remember that Easter is really, really early this year. It is March 31st. So you do not have the length of time that you normally have to enjoy your Easter decor, unless you're like me. Sometimes you leave your stuff out too long and you have to enjoy it longer. I'm still putting a few Christmas things away at my house. It happens sometimes. But we have this cute little Hello Spring garland. I just think it's adorable. I think it's normally like $14.95. So, I mean, this is a huge savings on this. So get it this week.
It is adorable. Yes, hello, Carol. I see you have joined us. Thank you, thank you. Rini also says hello.
Hi, Carol. All right, next, number 3. So we're excited to announce that we are back with a new t-shirt. It's the first one for 2024, and it's our So Lucky for St. Patrick's Day. We're going to talk about this a little bit later, but we are doing a survey right now, and it's so interesting to see what people decorate for and the answers. So the surveys ask one of the questions about, what holidays do you decorate for? And St. Patrick's Day is one of them. And we're also asking you some questions about t-shirts and what kind of t-shirts you wear: short sleeve, long sleeve, hoodies, or sweatshirts. And those answers are so interesting. So we'll share a bunch of that with you next week, because the survey just started today. So we're going to give a chance for everyone to get in there. But this is our t-shirt that we just put out. It's our So Lucky, and it comes in 3 colors. So this is the dark gray. Then we have the light gray. I think it's called Athletic Heather. And then we have the mint. So which one's your favorite, Allie?
Wow. It's hard. I kind of like the monochrome of the mint with the green, but then it kind of pops a little bit more on the light gray. So either one of those is really cute.
I think mine's the dark gray, because I did pick this as my pick this week on Thursday also. Mm-hmm. So this was the picture I picked for the Polly's pick. So yeah, I think it's this one. I think it's because it just, like you said, it just kind of comes. But I actually like the other colors too. Otherwise, we wouldn't have put them on there, right? So,
Right.
but make sure you get these in time. Now's the time to order them because you want to have them. These usually take, so we don't print them, we design them, but we have them printed. And we send the orders off right away to be printed. And it usually takes, depending on the time of year, I think they're pretty quick right now. I think it's probably about 2 days or so it'll ship out after we get the order to them. So I just want to make sure you guys have them in your hand or on your body in time for St. Patrick's Day. So now is the time. Definitely do it in February. So, all right. Number 4. Look, I'm like just going so fast. All right, so we are in St. Patrick's Day mode because we just finished our Valentine's Day, and this little guy is one of our little shelf sitters. So he looks really nice on a tiered tray, or on your shelf, or on your desk. And he's making a comeback. This is his 2nd year, I think, in our shop. So his name is Lucky. So he goes with that little T-shirt. So
he does. It's very cute.
Yes. And he's for gnomes. And that's another thing I saw on the survey. Gnomes. People are still answering gnomes, and a bunch of the things in the survey. So that leads us to number 5. And that's the survey. So if you're on our email list, you received a link to the survey. But because you guys are watching us here, and if you didn't get the email, there is a link to the survey in the description of this video. So make sure you do that. We'll take all the answers. They help us figure a lot of the questions. One of them's in there is about interests and hobbies. And that one's very interesting. And that'll actually help us design future T-shirts and different products to bring in the shop. So make sure you are answering.
Yes. Surveys are fun. It's nice to have input, especially on one of your favorite shops.
Yeah. So one of the other questions on there is, do you have an animal? And guess what animal is winning? Or maybe not winning. Maybe we shouldn't call it winning because it's the most popular.
Like as a pet or?
As a pet. So the question is, do you have a pet?
Oh.
And if you do, which pet do you have? So.
Jumping spiders.
That's probably right.
I'm probably the only person who has jumping spiders as pets.
Allie also told me yesterday, was it yesterday or the other day, that she has shrimp.
I do. I have an aquarium with fresh water, and I have 3 blue velvet or blue dream shrimp. And then all of a sudden, from out of nowhere on Valentine's Day, I had a little red shrimp pop out of nowhere. I don't know where it came
maybe
from.
the water was really hot, and then he just. Yeah. Anyway, so I will tell you, actually, it's not jumping spiders or shrimp, but dogs.
Dogs. That makes sense.
Which does go right along with what they say in the United States. Dogs are usually the number 1 pet, but usually there's more cats because households that have cats tend to have more than 1 cat. So
that makes sense.
Yeah. So it's definitely dogs and cats right up at the top. But we do have some fun farm animals on there, and every single one of the fun farm animals was actually picked. So
oh wow.
Yeah, so goats and chickens, things like that. So I know some of you guys out there have things more than just the little furry friends that we have inside. So you know what we didn't put on the list, which we should have, was birds. So,
yes.
Yeah, that would have gone under other. So anyway. All right, so that's our Friday, FriYAY, and it's fun to be here with you guys. There's a little bird peeking behind us. I don't know if you can see him. He's a wild bird, so
very cute.
Make sure you take care of your bird friends. We actually, personally, in my household, we do have bird feeders, and we do. That's my husband's domain, and I'll tell you the truth, where we've been getting a lot of nice bird feeders. I don't know if you have this around you. Do you have Tractor Supply around you?
I think we do.
Yeah, they have the nicest bird feeders, and they're very reasonable, and they can be used, in your backyard, and they're pretty safe. And their bird houses tend to be like wooden things like that. So I think they have some really good choices. So let us help you with your bird decor, and then they have some cool ones there. And I'm not being paid by Tractor Supply. It's just we just happened to have one come in town about two years ago, and we're constantly there getting pet food. And every year we do have to end up getting him new bird feeders because we have squirrels and they like to knock them off, and they break, and we have to replace them. We had some weird windstorm come through a few weeks ago, and they spun them all around too. So he got to get another bird feeder. So.
Oh, goodness.
It's crazy town, but we place them so the cats can see it's a lot of kitty TV. They look out the windows and watch all of them. We actually even have one bird feeder that sticks right on the window. It's suction cup right to the window. And our one cat just sits there and just all the time pawing at the window at this bird. I mean, not this bird, it's a squirrel that likes to come and bug him.
So, nice.
He looks straight at him like, you're not going to get me. Anyway. All right. Well, I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. Allie's going to play with her spiders and her shrimp.
My shrimp and fish and snails and my dog.
And you have the dog. Yeah.
Yes, I do.
And we just have lots of cats. So we will be taking care of. I think our youngest kitty is. Our cats are actually getting older now because our youngest is like 5 now. So
who's the youngest?
Caramel is 5. So.
Well, there you go.
He is a handsome boy. Yeah, so our kitties range from 5 to 20. So our 20-year-old, Allie's so sweet. She saw him, said he looked like a little well-loved stuffed animal, which is very helpful. Kitty said he's not 20, but I think he's 20. She says he's 20. He's going to be 20. So, all right. Thank you, everyone. We will see you all next week.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.